feel uncertainty stinging clear, and I can't help but ask myself how much I let the fear take the wheel and steer. Hey everyone, welcome to MT Guitar. Today we're doing Drive by Incubus. So this song came out on their sort of breakthrough album, Make Yourself. Really a wonderful guitar part here. As I was learning guitar, this song came out and the chords just looked very difficult. But later when I learned it, I realized the chords aren't so bad actually. And this is a little bit of a stretch, but it's really not too bad. What's actually more tricky is getting the right groove and the right feel. And so it's a fun challenge actually. You'd think that maybe the chords are the hard part, but really it's getting the groove down. So let's talk about that for a bit. I mean, Incubus really, they're known for their rock sound, but of course they have other influences going on, including hip hop. And if we look at this strumming, the right hand, really we're focusing on the backbeat. All right, so we're going to zoom in and learn the chords in a sec, but it's a very simple song as far as the chords. There's only literally 3 or 4 chords. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the whole verse, chorus, intro, etc. And then you have, the pre-chorus, which is just going to A over here. So that's it. But like I said, what's really a little bit more worth focusing on is the backbeat. So you have the 2 and the 4, all right? Every bar has 4 beats in this song. And the 2 and the 4 is the backbeat. It's where the snare hits. Very crucial in hip hop, right? So not that this song is a hip hop song, but like I said, they've got a turntablist and there's hip hop elements. So let's check that out. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So notice how I'm kind of hitting bass notes until the 2-second beat and the 4th beat. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's no accident. They were really trying to emphasize that 2 and the 4. And you could even think of the muting as almost emulating the turntable as well. That kind of thing. Right? And so, kind of fun to zone in on that. I really recommend getting better at grooving, getting better at playing in rhythm. I would say, it's so essential. And certain songs will lend themselves as a good lesson to do that. And I think this is it. So, speaking of this lesson, I'm going to have the full tab of this on the Patreon with the chord melody. The part where I kind of go... right. I'll also show you how to play that part, just strumming. It's pretty simple. But yeah, the chord melody will be on the Patreon written out. Kind of fun to do it. Okay. And speaking of sort of a more solo type thing, there is a slide solo on this. And we're going to work through that in our lesson here. But it's done on an electric, but... really nice stuff. So always a good idea to get better at slide. It's pretty tricky if you're new to it, but a fun thing to do. So it might be a good chance for you to work on slide. So I think that covers the introduction here. Remember to subscribe. Really helps a lot when you subscribe, and hit the thumbs up and hit the bell notification as well. All right, let's jump in. All right, so like I said, the left hand's not going to be too tricky, but we'll zone in on the groove. So let's start with our first chord. It looks like it's going to be an E minor bar chord. This is going to be our section for the intro, verse, and chorus, so really the main part of the song here. So you've got this E minor, it's actually G string and E string open, first and third string open. So you've got, 5th string, 7th fret, then the 9th fret, then open, 8th fret, and then open. Now, that's our first chord, but really we want to focus on the right hand here. We're going to go 6th, 4th strings. And that's the 1 and of the first beat there. 1 and. Now we'll go down on the whole chord, down, down, up. But we kind of want to mute it right after that. So we're going to go, and we go down, up on a mute as we change chords. That can be tricky, so don't take that too seriously. Just kind of get to the next chord and try to keep strumming if you can and sort of get that muted sound like this. See? So just go down, up as you're changing chords and see what happens. If it sounds sloppy, it might clean up over time. It took me a bit to get that. Now, the next chord we have is E minor 9. This is kind of a jazz chord, to be honest, so really cool that they use this. So this would be a bit of a stretch for some of you, but here we go. 7, 5, 7, 7. And the first string can ring out. Don't hit the 6th string though. So we're going to want to go bass down. So 5th string and then down. And then you go, it's kind of weird, but you go down, up on a D string open as you go to the next chord. So it's like, okay. If the D string open throws you, just give it some time. It's not the most natural thing. So far we have, okay, even slower, 3, 4. Okay, now it's C major 7, but it's not barred, so it's 3, 5, 4, 5, open. Again, almost it's kind of a jazz chord, but you see it in other styles too. So we're going to go similar to the first chord, right? We're going to go 5th, 4th, down, down, up. So 5th string, 4th string, down, down, up. And then down, up on a mute as you go to this next chord here. For the next chord, we're going to move our middle finger to the bass, all right? We're going to keep the ring and pinky the same. Actually, just the ring the same, really. Keep the ring there. The pinky I'm not too worried about. But move that middle finger to the bass, meaning the 5th fret 6th string here. Index fingers no longer needed. And we go down, 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 up. Now, I kind of keep my pinky there for ease, but we really actually don't need that note. And you can hear in the studio and live sessions that it's just these 2 notes. So it's like an A7 sus almost. So then the pattern is similar to the E minor 9. It's bass, down, down, up, mute as you go to the next chord. So interesting to note that the patterns are identical from the 1st and 3rd chords to the 2nd and 4th. So the 1st and 3rd sound like this. And the 2nd and 4th. See? So those are exactly the same. So let's run the whole intro / verse chorus together, nice and slow. 3, 4. Now we're going to kind of focus on the groove. So there's a slight swing to this. So it's not straight. So it's see? It's actually the 16th note that's swung. So we kind of delay the up. So that's where that groove comes in. Kind of has a swagger to it, right? Okay, now the pre-chorus, we go C major 7 here, and we go bass, down, up, down, down. Now, I recommend adding strums in like I kind of did in the demo, but the bare bones pattern from the recording is bass, down, up, down, down, and then A7, anticipated, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down. So you like that. So all together, 3, 4, bass, down, up, down, down. A7, okay? The fourth time. So, for example, how I might fill that in, I might strum a little more, but keep the structure the same. So I might go 3, 4. See how I'm strumming more? Okay, so you can definitely do that. One thing I forgot to mention is on the A, actually, we want to open it up on the second string. So C, A, 7, and you kind of you can pull off that second fret to open. I wouldn't worry too much about that though if that's causing you problems, because it's barely noticeable. But it's kind of a cool effect there. So from C major 7. See? It's very quiet. But it is there. Third time. Finally the A7. And then we go back to the chorus. Now the only thing left will be the slide solo. I wouldn't use a pick for that if you want to do that. So I'll walk you through this here. It's 9th fret, 3rd string. You're going to want to mute the other strings around it. So that's why usually slide players play with their fingers, so they can mute the strings with their right hand. We're going to go 3 times on the 9, and then slide up to 11, and then 12, 2nd string, down to 10, 8 to 10 slide. Sorry, the 8 actually lasts longer. And then 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9. The tab is going to help you with this because you know, it's almost like kind of a confusing solo. The notes repeat a lot. So far we have 9, 9, 9, 9, 11, 12, 10, 8, 10, 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, 9, 7, 9. Okay, that's the first half. Now, so the second half is, you know, 8, 10, 12, 12, 10, 10 on first string. Then back to 12, 12. And then 10, 12. And then 9, 7 on third string. Then back to 9 to 7. And then 10 twice. Now slide to 8. Again. 9, 9, 7 slide. Fourth string, 9, 7, 9. I know that's hard to follow. Let's do it nice and slow. I think just learning it by ear and watching me play it is going to be better than me yapping away. Let's break this up into the first half and second half. Ready? First half. 1, 2, 3. Good. Second half is... Pretty tricky to be honest, because it's not sort of intuitive rhythmically. It kind of, you know, repeats notes in ways that surprise you. So there you go. That's the song. I hope that makes sense. Definitely fun to just groove out on this main section. If that's going to take most of your attention, I think that's a worthy thing to do. Enjoy, and we'll see you next lesson.